Hi guys, and welcome back to Oxygen Not Included. In this episode we're going to look at tidying up the base a bit, making it look a bit better, and also sorting out food and doing something about this carbon dioxide situation that's going on down here. To be honest, not that it's actually too bad, but we do need to kind of, prepare for the future, future-proof our base, so to speak. So I've got it paused at the moment. The good thing about this is you can set things to happen whilst the game is paused, which is really useful. So the first thing that I think we'll do is look at putting some of this tile stuff down. We've got this, and basically we can change the floors. What that will do is basically make it look nicer, but the other thing is that we can run wires and pipes and things through tiles. So one, it makes it look neater, and two, it means we can kind of later on keep stuff airlocked without having to make gaps for pipes to come through and things. That doesn't make sense now. I'm sure it will kind of later on. But the other thing I'm doing here is just kind of squaring off the base a little bit and basically just trying to make it look a little bit nicer. We can come across the ceiling with the tiles like that. I think we'll drag tiles all the way across the bottom like that and dig out this area. Basically, what will happen with this is the priority on it, I can do a priority overlay, is 5, as you can see. You can see that our power's set to 9, so that whenever stuff runs out of power, they're always going to generate more for it, because that's going to make our oxygen at the moment. And obviously all these things are set to 5, which is a lower priority. So whenever they're not busy with this stuff, they'll crack on with doing this stuff over here. And that's pretty much the way we want it to be. I think what we'll do is, in terms of making the base kind of uniform and stuff, is we'll bring this part over there like that. And then we're going to have a platform here. Maybe bring this across there and dig out there like that. We're also going to obviously be picking up resources from doing stuff like this as well, so that's going to be really useful. We'll probably take the ladder up there to get to this water relatively soon. I think that is water. Yeah, it is. So what we're going to do is we'll probably knock out that piece. No, I didn't want to do that piece. That piece of tile there. Probably take out that piece there as well, actually, and then dig out like that. What we don't want to do is accidentally kind of dig into the water, and I'm hesitant about digging into this vacuum, but at the moment I do think we produce some more oxygen than we need, so it's probably a good time to do it. So I think that we will just dig up into this area here and then put a ladder up there. I think that's what we'll do, like that, and then from there we can just relatively easily dig across and have access to the water. And once we do get to there, we're going to need to put a ladder down, because if they fall in, they're not going to be able to get out again. So we'll put a ladder down there like that, and I think that's more than enough planning for now, because it's going to take them a while to start doing that stuff. So let's hit go on this and have them going at a speed, because they may as well. And let's see what they actually do, because we've got this guy providing power here. I'm wondering whether they'll actually have time. So they're delivering sandstone to the areas that they need to put it in at the moment, so they can actually make the tiles and stuff like that. And we should have the research ongoing, I think. Let's have a look at how that's doing. Might need to alter that guy so that he's not delivering as well, because he's prioritising this over the research, and I don't really want him doing that. So he's delivering to the oxygen generator, and I don't want that. I just kind of want him researching. Yeah, this is what this stuff looks like here. As you can see, they're putting it down now, and it looks a lot neater, and it also ups the decor of the place as well. So this is the next thing to look at, is these guys have a stress meter, and right now it's super low. Obviously it's 0, but if this person's narcoleptic, so she falls asleep sometimes, if it gets high, it's one of those things that can start to spiral out of control, and then you're doing everything you can just to try and reverse what you've done. So it's important to try and keep them relatively stress free, because it's going to pay off later. So we'll keep an eye on that closely, and if anything starts to stress them, that's something that we can look at sorting out. We are going to need to sort out food soon, but I think we do really need to wait until until our research is done. Although it probably won't take that long because he is like working away on it pretty quickly. Yeah, we're already on 9 out of 20, so as soon as that's done, we'll be able to sort some food sources out and dedicate someone to that. The other thing that happens that I haven't even gone into yet is we get a new duplicant, and every few minutes, well, I mean, I say every few minutes, it's a while, but in about 26 seconds we're going to get a choice of a new duplicant, and then we'll have like an extra person. So hopefully we can get someone with a high cooking skill, because then I can put that person to cooking whilst everything else is going on. At least that's the plan. As you can see, it's taken them quite a while to do this stuff here. Right, we can select a duplicant. Let's see who we've got. We've got this guy that's got 4 cooking, but he uses way more oxygen than he needs to. We've got this one who, it says he's incapable. He can't build. Okay, he can't build, so that's not fantastic. And we've got this person who's got irritable bowel syndrome. It takes them longer than usual to use the toilet. That's not a huge problem, and they've got a low decor expectation. I'm not sure what the normal air consumption rate is, but this guy uses 100 gallons per second, which seems like a lot. I don't think that would be a good idea to choose. I think we're going to have to go for this guy here. And at least he can cook, and if we need someone for medicine later, we've got him. So let's select that guy, and he will come and join us in our base, which is perfect. And for now, I'm thinking he's just probably going to get on and help him out with the building and the digging and stuff that needs doing. Is the research done? It looks like it is, actually. So let's slow things down a bit, because things can get out of hand quite quickly when you've got things running at that speed. I don't know why his stress is already going up. Why is it? He needs to wash his hands and he's already getting stressed about it. It's going back down again. I don't know quite what's caused that. That's an interesting situation. And I don't know why there's research being done. Are we not there yet? I thought we were. Oh no, we're close, but not quite. Probably don't want him doing research, to be honest. So let's turn him off from that. We just want one guy doing the research. And he should get back to it now that that's not being occupied anymore. Yeah, perfect. And this guy is helping kind of build the base out, which is nice. So we'll keep things running at least until the research is done. And then we'll have a couple of things that we can put down. One of them being a way to turn carbon dioxide into oxygen, which is really good. Right, yeah, that's done. Stop. Well, not stop, slow down at least. Let's have a quick look. Oxygen. Okay, so we've got these algae terrariums now. What this will do is it will give us... I need to move across here. There we go. It'll give us the option to put these here, and any carbon dioxide that falls down into this area will get turned into oxygen, which is great. So we put 2 on either side of the ladder like that. That should be more than enough, and they're asleep for the night now. So I'll race through that. Yeah, those should be quite good. And because we've got insufficient oxygen generation, what I'm going to do is, let me slow that down for a second. I'm going to up the priority of it. What we can do is we can change the priority of certain things. So I'm going to make that priority number 6. We're going to need water to actually be able to make food. So I'm going to make that priority 6. I'm going to make that priority 6. And I'm going to make those priority 6. So they're going to dig out the route directly to the water before they do anything else, after they've made the algae terrarium. So that's kind of how our priority system works, if that makes sense. So they've all gone down to work on these things now. So oxygen will be almost immediately sorted. And what we're going to do once these are built, these need to be fed algae, so we can check how much we've got of that. We've actually got none, so we're going to need to go digging some out as well. Let's turn off the overlays. Okay. We're going to need to find some algae, which I don't think we've actually got much of. There's a bit there, so let's tell them to dig that out and prioritise that. Because that's going to... If we run out of algae here, we're not going to have any oxygen. Which I did not actually factor in, unfortunately. There's some algae up there. There's actually not a lot around here. I've probably not really thought this out particularly well. Because we're going to need someone to go and get a bunch of it. What I think I'm going to do is get them to dig down here and then seal this off afterwards. I think that would probably be the best plan. I don't plan on necessarily going down any further in terms of base building at this point. Right, let's dig down to here. and then dig out this area. I'm going to set that as priority 7, I think, because it will make them get it done. Oxygen is the most important thing. Okay, that should be fine. Right, this stuff will set to priority 9 because it needs to be fed with algae and I think water as well, and it means that they'll basically prioritise that, so we're always going to have decent oxygen generation. That's the plan at least. Okay, right, with that set we should be able to speed things up. As soon as we start, I mean, I think you can get a decent amount of algae from kind of here. I mean, yeah, it's 219 kilograms in each block around about. So as soon as they hit that, we should start getting large amounts of it. I don't think we've got any lying on the floor. I mean, if we had, they'd probably go and get it and actually just feed it straight to these things. Yeah, see, they're putting it straight in there. Right, our oxygen generation is back up and running, so that's good for the time being at least. Okay, so we've got access to water now as well, which is brilliant. What we're going to do is set up our food thing. Right, microbe musher. Okay, we'll put that here because it's going to be super easy to power it when we put it there. That should get built and we can plug it in as soon as it's ready. Okay, they've just woken up. What I'm going to do is we're going to have one person set to cook, and it's going to be our physician, Rosalind. They're going to do the cooking for us. And what we're going to do is set the cooking priority at 8. So it's 1 under our oxygen generation, because oxygen generation comes first, and then after that it's going to be food. We've ended up with a bit of water in the base. It's not contaminated water, but it is a shame that we lost it. It looks like it's sealed off now. But I think what happened was I've obviously told them to dig this out and build in, and they've done it and not taking into consideration the fact that the water was all going to spill out of there. But let's speed this up. Food, we haven't actually selected food generation yet, have we? Is there something going on with kind of... It looks like there's kind of something going on with the floor there. Let's kind of select the whole thing to be mopped. Yeah, there's a bit of kind of contaminated water and stuff going on. And we can get some sweeping going on as well, so that'll pick up any bits. In fact, it doesn't actually look too bad. And that's sealed off, so that's not really going to cause us any problems. Don't know quite why this area is gathering carbon dioxide, but a way to fix it would be to kind of extend this across, which I think is going to be one of the next things that we set up to do. In fact, I'm going to do it now. Let's bring that across like that, and bring a ladder down there as well eventually. Okay, cool. So we've got some things set to go there, and we've got our food. That's the next thing we need to look at. Right, mush bar, we'll just make a few of them. I'm not going to set them to do it unlimited because we're not really out of food yet, but it would be good to get some going. Right, let's set everyone off on their jobs, and hopefully we'll see some of this stuff happen. Are we going fast? Yeah, we're going on full speed. That's fine. Right, who is it that's supposed to be doing the cooking that isn't doing it? Him. Oh, he's fueling up the... yeah, okay, that's fair enough. He's gathering stuff to put into the food thing, because it needs, what, dirt and bottled water to make mush loaves? That's all it needs. So I'm pretty sure once that's done, he should start making some food. He's doing the sweeping up first, which is odd, because I'm sure I set the priority to that to high. Yeah, that's at 8. His jobs are... He does cook. Okay, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Okay, guys, so we've got our food up and running. I think that's going to just start working in due course as soon as there's someone free to get to it, basically. We have got power, haven't we? Yeah, we have. And we've got all this stuff dug out. We've got access to water, and we've kind of started making the base look a bit nicer and things. I'm going to call that an end to the episode, and we'll come back in the next one once. And what I'll do in between time is I'll let this run and kind of sort out the stuff that we've set, so that we don't have to start the next episode and just kind of watch it and wait for them to finish off their digging and stuff like that. We're on insufficient oxygen generation, which is interesting. If we run out of algae again... No, yes we have. So we'll look at that in between times as well. And guys, if you're enjoying the series, please do hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. It really helps me out. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.